Hi, this is Grandma Karen coming to you from Classic Key Stables. We're getting ready for horse shows that start in a couple weeks, and so I'm going to make a series of videos on how to get your horse ready for a horse show. Today we're going to focus on how to pull a horse's mane. This is how we shorten the horse's mane to make it look pretty for the show ring. So here we go. So I've already started by combing out most of the dirt from Sugar's mane here. Sugar is one of our school horses at Classic Key. And what I'm going to do is start by taking some of the longest hairs and I'm going to push it forward and just pull a few at a time. Now, we never want to cut a horse's mane because if we do, it just gets thicker and thicker and it will stand straight up. So we never cut the mane, we pull it. Now, when I was a child and I was learning how to ride in the early 70s, we didn't have mane pulling combs and tools yet. So what we did was just like I'm showing you here with our fingers, and after a while we would get a cut, like a paper cut from the mane hairs right here on our fingers. So we'd have to wrap it with Band-Aids so that we could keep pulling the mane. So since then, they've developed all kinds of wonderful tools to help us do this easier without bleeding. Tool that I got a few years ago that has some sharp edges on it, and all you do is pull this through the horse's mane. I don't want to do too much to hurt her, but if I start at the bottom and work through, you can see that it's pulling some of these hairs that are tangled up out of there. So before I do a lot of pulling by hand, I go ahead and comb through with this mane puller and get a lot of the worst of it out this way and save a little bit of work on my hands. This also gets some dirt out as we go too. Another way that we can pull manes is to use a mane comb. And what we do, instead of wrapping it around our finger, we tease it up so that we don't have a big clump of hair, because that would hurt the horse to use a big clump of hair. But we take these long hairs and we wrap it around this comb and then we pull on the comb so it puts the pressure on the comb instead of our finger. So we keep doing it like this. Now, as you can see, Sugar is holding still. This doesn't seem to be bothering her at all. I know when we think about somebody pulling our hair, we think it's very uncomfortable, but if you do just a few pieces at a time, it really doesn't bother them. And if they have a really long mane, we don't do it all in the same day or the same session. We'll break it up and just do a little bit at a time. So don't wait until the day before the show to start working on pulling your horse's mane. We want to keep doing this to her mane until it's about 4 inches long. So if I take my hand and put it up here, I want her mane to come to about the bottom of my thumb there. And that way it's still long enough to braid if we're going to braid for horse shows. And if we just want it to lay flat, it will lay nice and flat as well for the horse show. So I'll keep working on it and show you what it looks like when we're all done. And here's Sugar with her mane all pulled. And she'll be ready for the show. She still needs to be trimmed. We'll do that. We'll show about clipping and trimming in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now here's Brody.
Bonus clip. Alright, so this is Sugar. Shockingly, my horse that I've had for about a year now. So before Classic Key Stables came to life, Sugar was at Stopex Stables, owned by Grandma Karen had a farm. But when we got here, I was all sad because Sugar was gonna have to stay there, and I would miss her a lot. But my grandma, the genius she was, sold me Sugar for $1. So now we're best friends. Sometimes I bring her food. So it's my odd relationship. Why are you looking at me like that? Alright, anyway, so, you know, these videos are so fun to watch on like my Chromebook and my phone. I'm like, oh, these are fun. Can't wait to see what Grandma Karen has done. And you probably can't wait to see either. So, subscribe, hit the bell, like the video because you like it, of course. And then support Grandma Karen Had a Farm and makes the videos profitable when we do hit it big. So please like,